Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 81 of This Week at Shrouded. I'm your host today, A. Greener. Our co-host today is Bebo, Sus Bebo himself. Thanks for coming to the show.
I was forced to. I'm kidding. I'm here.
Rect was supposed to be here, and he still might show up. We don't know what's happening right now, so we will see. If not, you have to listen to us two, which is always our lowest viewed podcast. Because we have zero chemistry.
Absolutely none.
None. Not a lick.
Nothing.
Anyway, we've got a great show for you today. We got a juicy TWAB that we're going to talk about. The new artifact coming during season or episode Revenant, exotic armor tuning, weapon tuning, new mods, seasonal weapons, GOS reprised weapons, and much more. No, probably just a couple more things. But great stuff, great show. Everything's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Woo! See, I got to bring Rex energy because he's not here to do it for me. Yeah. So we got a juicy TWID this week with lots and lots of words about.
I think it was one of the shorter ones.
One of the shorter ones. I think they put out a tweet that said. Okay, sorry. Okay, I didn't see chat, but I am supposed to announce our silver giveaway or winners. Whoo! At the beginning of every stream, and I always forget, or recording or podcast, whatever this is. Anyway, okay, so our weekly silver winners this week. You win 2,300 silver. Your names are SGC_. Zer and Oakfin 9262. Congratulations. So SGC Zer and Oakfin 9262. You are our weekly silver winners. 2,300 silver in your pocket. What you got to do is you got to reach out to me, A Greener, in our Discord. If you magically earned some of this silver somehow and are not in our Discord, that's weird. But you should join it. shroudedgaming.com/Discord. We'll get you right in there. I'm the name right at the top. Click it, send me a message. Also, if you're watching this podcast for some god awful reason and you're not part of the SGC, we are a huge, amazing Destiny. No, we are a great, amazing Destiny community that plays lots of Destiny, and we'd love to have new members. So you should join us. Join our Discord once again, shroudedgaming.com/Discord. Yeah, hold on. I don't know if this is important. Okay, it's not important. I'm gonna put it away. Yeah. Also, this is the first podcast of the month, which means we have our monthly silver winner as well. This one is 6,000 silver in the pocket of drumroll. Tribal Jogger. Congratulations, you are our monthly silver giveaway winner. Didn't you win last month, Bebo?
Yeah, I never got my thing, I think. Pretty sure.
Did you ever fill out the form? Like a normal person?
Never got sent the form.
Never, ever. Damn. Have you never won anything before?
Oh yeah, well I won that monthly silver thing. And then I won something else on stream. Which I also never got sent, but you know.
Well,
you can talk about that later. We don't have to get into that.
There you go. There's the form I copied it from a DM that we had before. Just fill it out.
Is it the same form from the one I just filled out? Okay. Oh no.
No, they're completely different. One is for winning stuff. One is for redeeming things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do it right now. Okay, so congratulations. If you don't know how to win silver, you should pay more attention to pings and announcements in the SGC. But TLDR, we have loyalty point system. You earn loyalty points by playing Destiny, watching streams, doing lots of other stuff. And then you can purchase tickets for our giveaways. How amazing. You could... yeah. Okay. All right. So let's talk. We got a deep dive into this juicy artifact, and I didn't read any of this stuff
Well,
because
you're in luck because I didn't either.
excellent. So we're all going to learn live here while we go over it. So it's pretty straightforward. They said they were trying to switch this up a little bit, so everybody wasn't trying to get to column 5 for all the best stuff. I don't know how accurate that is, but we can take a look at our our champion stuff. We got barrier scout rifles, overload submachine guns. We got unstoppable pulse rifles, coupled with the return of bygones. It's going to be huge. Sorry, that was always my favorite pulse rifle back in like year 1, year 2. So good, and it's back, baby. Anyway, anti-barrier shotgun, which has got to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I don't want to be that close to a champion. I'm not a Titan.
They're increasing the range on shotguns.
Oh,
Like, the
okay.
range fall off, so by like, distance. So, it should be fine.
All right. Anyway, overload, breach loaded grenade launchers. So that'll be fun. Those are good. Okay, so there's a bunch more stuff in here. From what I understand, grenades are going to be pretty strong next season.
Grenade
But
launchers,
yes, grenade launchers. Sorry. Okay, so there's frost armor boost here. Killing breeze, rapid weapon final blows grant you a bonus to mobility. Okay, cool. Enhanced either generator, either reaper origin. Okay, I don't care about this stuff. Fell the revenant, deal increased weapon damage to score, and hey, I'll take it. Rapid impacts, dealing damage with grenade launchers temporarily increases the reload speed of grenade launchers. Cool, I'll take it. Let's see what else we got here. What are these boosts? I'm interested. Let's read them. Hold on. First, okay, so we're going to check out this column 3 thing. We're going to read this whole one so we get an understanding of what a boost is. So, rapid stasis weapon precision hits grant you stacks of frost armor. So, we're going to be tankier this season. Rapid precision hits from weapons with the Dark Ether Reaper origin trait grant you even more stacks of frost armor. I assume the Dark Ether is the seasonal weapon origin trait. And then there's a boost. It says dealing stasis weapon damage to slow targets has a chance to spawn a stasis shard. Okay, cool. So why not just have that say that like normal? Why put the word boost in front of it?
I think it has to do with the seasonal armor. I think.
Okay, maybe. Cool. All right. Crystalline Converter is next. This one is gathering stasis shards to gain stacks of Crystalline Converter. Your next powered stasis melee hit creates stasis crystals equal to the number of stacks you have. And then the boost is stasis weapon final blows after activating your class ability spawns a stasis shard. So they're all about stasis shards. This is going to be a stasis grenade launcher season, which is ironic since the exotic is... Guess what?
Stasis grenade launcher.
Sorry. It is. It's true. Yeah. It's going to be legendary. I don't know how much it's going to be fun. But anyway.
Well, it's a primary ammo, so.
We're also getting a stasis glaive. What?
What did you say?
You heard me. A stasis glaive. Gamer girl is fucking creaming in her pants right now. Not even lying. I can tell. She's... Trust me. If she's here, she knows.
I know.
Stasis glaive.
Glaive people are, a breed. Special breed.
A breed. Okay. We're going to keep going through these. Total Carnage. After finishing a powerful combatant, gain temporary damage resistance. Okay. So, tanky. Cool. I don't want to read all this stuff. While you have 2 or more Shade Stalker armor pieces equipped, after finishing a powerful combatant, gained increased temporary damage resistance and replenish health. Yeah, we're gonna be tanky and healy as fuck this season if we're wearing our armor, aren't we? Because all these
a lot of frost armor.
Yeah, but nobody wants to wear seasonal armor because they have to get new rolls that are good. That shit's dumb as fuck. I get what they're doing here. This is like a test. They're like they're like, hey, take a look at all these set bonuses.
In this
That
new seasonal armor, at least it looks kind of cool. You know what I mean?
I don't like the hunters. Oh wait, never mind. That's a different one. I don't like the hunter iron banner. Never mind. We'll get to that. It does from that image. That does look cool. All right. Power from pain. Rapid final blows against weakened combatants grants you devour. It's gonna be so tanky. This is crazy. All right. Anyway, rapidly defeating weakened combatants spawns a void breach. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Trace evidence, rapid precision hits or rapid final blows on targets affected by jolt or blind will generate ionic traces. Picking up ionic traces grants an armor charge. Yeah, that sounds boring. I am not using that one. I'm using all the other ones.
Just depends the focus of your build, you know.
Well, I'm not using arc.
Why not?
What? I don't know.
Why not?
Because all that other stuff was stasis and void.
There's some stuff for arc here as well.
Yeah, I read that
Sure.
one thing. We might get to more. All right. Column 4. This is fun to read all these. Woo! While frost armor is active, taking critical damage from combatants causes you to emit a freezing burst. The boost is increased radius and strength of this freezing burst. Crystallized autoloader, shattering stasis crystals, releases shards of ice that damage and slow targets. Why is it called crystallized autoloader? If all it does is shattering stasis crystals, release shards of ice that damage and slow targets. That has nothing to do with autoloading. Weird. And the boost is even shattering frozen targets and stasis crystals deals increased damage. It's nothing to do with loading anything. Whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's weird. Debilitating wave. Finishers emit a damage wave that matches the element of your currently equipped super. Much like prismatic. Okay. While you have an arc, void, or stasis super equipped, the blast also applies blind, weaken, and slow, respectively. Let's go. See? Look at that. Void is way better, or weaken is way better than blind.
Well, blind stuns on stops, doesn't it?
You know what else stuns unstops next season? Pulse rifles.
Cool. Pulse rifles.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, concussive reload. Let's see if there's actually any reload happening here. I'm curious. Using a grenade launcher to damage a boss, damage a champion, or break a combatant's shield weakens them.
Did you read the boost?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Using grenade launchers to damage bosses, champions, or break combatant shields automatically reload stowed weapons. Oh, okay. So, but listen, wouldn't you name it? No, but wouldn't you name it after the main perk and not the bonus perk? Like a
Probably.
fucking yeah, you would think, right? It doesn't matter. I'm just all right. Retinal burn. I like the name of that one though. That's a good name. Rapid arc weapon precision hits consume an armor charge to blind the target, and that's perfect too, right? Retinal burn.
Like your left arm.
What?
What does retina have to
What's
do
wrong
with
with my left arm?
I'm trolling. Continue.
Oh, I just thought you were stupid.
Well, that too.
All right, and the boost, blinding a target this way instead emits a blinding burst. Cool. All right, and then we have tier 5. Let's check it out. Brain freeze. Frozen combatants become surrounded by chilling fog. Ooh, which slows combatants that aren't already. Ooh.
Cool.
I'm actually curious how that looks. It could look neat.
This artifact is just gonna go hard with the new warlock exotic for stasis and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, they definitely built this all around the new exotic, which actually hopefully is good, because it's pretty rare that I use like the seasonal exotic very much. I can't remember what was even this season seasonal exotic.
For hunters, because you're a hunter main and have no other character. It was
No,
the
the
Ascension
exotic
one.
weapon. Exotic
Oh,
weapon.
exotic weapon. I was talking about the exotic armor for Warlock.
Oh, okay.
But
My bad.
exotic weapon was Red Death this season. Last season it was Dragon's Breath.
Was it Red Death? I felt like that was so long ago already.
Yeah, but you it's a 4-month long season. I'm not saying episode.
But it's an episode. It's not a season.
It's a season.
You're a season.
I'm seasoned.
Anyway, yeah, Red Death. I didn't use that much, but I guess it was okay in Crucible, so I can't shit on it too much. And yeah, Dragon's Breath was good. You're right. So was Witherhoard back in the day. Back in the day. But we also had Breach and Clear that season. So like, wait, did we? Was that the same season? Can't remember.
What did Breach and Clear do?
Hold on, just because it's a sub, I'm going to say thanks, Dunk, for the sub. Appreciate it. 30 months. I can't ignore them, man.
Gross.
I know it's hard. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube or a podcast and you're wondering what the fuck's he talking about, it's because we record this live on Twitch. You should check it out sometime. Twitch.tv/Shrouded Gaming. What did Breach and Clear do? It was a debuff that was that would make the it was a debuff for grenade launchers that would make you do 30% more damage for like 10 seconds after they got hit with a grenade launcher.
That what concussive does? It says weekend, so it's probably a 15.
Yeah, it was 30. It probably also reduced their damage, I'm pretty sure. It was pretty strong. You didn't have to use any other buffs to do it. So people for I'm pretty sure we either had Witherhoard that season or it was the season of Witherhoard. I can't recall. But it was also Anarchy was incredibly strong that season because you would just put Anarchy on a boss. Somebody would put Anarchy on it, and it would just hold Breach and Clear on them constantly. Yeah. And it would just fucking... Witherhoard wasn't... Witherhoard might not have been out yet.
Oh?
I see Rect coming. Rect would know for sure.
Pause. Rect is
He might get here. It's all good. Hey,
yeah.
Man.
Is that the Family Guy?
I exist. You do exist. Welcome to the podcast. We were just talking about Breach and Clear. And was Witherhoard around when Breach and Clear existed?
First time or the second time? I can't remember if it was if it was around the first time Breach and Clear was around. Pretty sure it was, but it was the second time. Second time around Breach and Clear was a little bit different, but you still
it wasn't as strong. Yeah. The reason I didn't think it was around at first, I thought it was like the season it released, but then I was remembering doing Prophecy with Anarchy and Mountaintop the season that Breach and Clear was here. So I was just thinking, I was just like, was I just was like, was Witherhoard a thing when I was using Anarchy and Mountaintop to clear Prophecy? Solo flawless Prophecy?
It'll be a thing next season for sure.
Or
yeah, we're talking about. Anyway, we are currently talking about the artifact. We are in column 5, making our way down the last few things, talking about stuff. And we were talking about how good stasis and grenade launchers are going to be next season. Wee woo. All right, I think we're on Supernova, though.
Yeah, that makes sense. Great.
Picking up Void Breaches causes your next source of Void damage to create a large weakening pulse. Void's not going to be terrible either. There's a lot of Void stuff on here. I still feel like people are going to be focused on stasis and the stasis grenade launcher and stasis, but there's some cool Void things and a few arc things on here as well. So for people that hate stasis for some reason. Conductive Cosmic Crystals. Let's speak of arc abilities. Your arc abilities void abilities, and weapons with either Dark Ether, Reaper origin trait. Do bonus damage to targets that are affected by a stasis debuff. Okay, so we're just mixing everything up. I love it. The boost increase bonus damage to combatants affected by a stasis debuff. So it just increases the damage. Okay. Shit, are people actually going to be using seasonal armor? Right? Is that
what the boost is from?
I guess we
No.
just assumed. Oh, okay.
No,
Do you actually know what it is?
The boosts are going to be from the potions.
Ah, that makes.
that makes fucking
yes.
sense.
Fuck, I
was
totally
like,
forgot
don't
about the
fucking
potions.
remember. I don't really remember.
You know what would have been smarter? To make the boosts armor set bonuses. Fucking idiots.
Hey, I don't want to break the fourth wall, but am I still quiet for you, Joe, or am I good now?
You're pretty loud on my VU meter.
All right. While he's typing, while we recede from the fourth wall, and we can go back to talking about artifact perks. Still a little quiet. I'm still a little quiet. That's what Joe just said.
Yeah. Yep.
Here, well, I can give you a boost on my.
I just thought it was like, you know how the seasonal armor gives you like more experience in some things or whatever.
I'm sure that's what the seasonal armor is going to do this season as well. We're not going to get good stuff until Apollo.
But I did forget about the boost for the potions and shit.
Yeah, potion. Bebo's always quiet, Joe. It's just part of his mystique. It's part of his riz.
I'm glad someone noticed finally.
It's that ASMR Bebo in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We're good now. I turned everything up. Everybody's happy. Okay. Let us kinetic imp. Wait, did I read the serve cold? Nope. A serve cold picking up stasis shard grants you class ability energy. Okay. Oh my god. Picking up a void breach grants you melee energy. Okay. Out of all these ones, those seem super boring. Kinetic impacts, and so this is the last one. Sustain damage with a power grenade launcher causes the combatant to emit a shockwave that damages nearby combatants. This shockwave can stun unstoppable champions. That's cool. That'll be fun. That's just another thing to add to the exotic grenade launcher power that it's gonna. What?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Damage with... Oh, it's a power grenade launcher. Never mind.
Yeah, it's going to be a heavy grenade launcher.
Heavy
you know why I... Wait, what?
That's going to be... It's going to be nice on rapid fires, though.
Why is it called kinetic impacts?
Because your grenade launcher of any energy is going to basically do a... It sounds like it's going to do a one-shot kinetic tremor that stuns things.
Yeah, I get it.
Damage.
We were reading something earlier, though, and the name didn't make any sense.
Because you could shoot 1 or 2 shots and have it keep doing damage to it.
Well, you have to shoot 2 if you're using Anarchy, like a normal person. If you've never really used Anarchy yet, to get maximum damage, you just put 2 shots on an enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the damage you get from arcing between the grenades.
It'll keep doing damage, right?
It would keep triggering, yes, probably. Every so often. It might be interesting. Okay, well that is the new artifact. Lots of cool stuff on there. I can't wait to put some of it into use. See what it's like. That does bring us to, obviously, the exotic armor tuning for Revenant. Some people are excited for certain things on here. Seen a lot of talk about lucky pants for the hunters. Nothing else really. For the Titans, we'll go back up and take a look at it in a minute.
No. Don't wait. Don't stop.
You want to talk about it right now?
Bro, young Ahamkara's spine is back.
Oh, okay.
They're giving you 33% energy on a hit. Now, we don't know if that's going to be 33% energy per target that gets hit by the explosion, but theoretically, you can get that loop back that we used to have with young Ahamkara's spine. So it might be worth playing all solar again with something, other than fucking Celestial Nighthawk or anything like that.
Yeah. I could see. I could
I don't
see
know,
that.
people. Were you around for Season of the Haunted when Solar 3.0 first came out?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like
man.
infinite trip mines.
So you would
With
you'd play
150
Hunter, right? And
damage.
you would throw a grenade, throw your knives. That would recharge your grenade. You'd throw the grenade. You'd recharge your knives. By that point, you'd have a gunpowder gamble. You throw the gunpowder gamble, then immediately throw a grenade, then throw your knives. You never have to shoot a gun. It was literally just grenades and knives and grenades and knives and grenades and knives.
I don't use gunpowder gamble.
I mean,
you did that season.
If you could just have it up like every 3 seconds and have one ready to go, you probably would.
No.
Just got to be careful not to blow yourself up. Come on.
It's like my chaos reshaped.
You're a low man speedrunner now. I've seen you. You can manage not blowing yourself up with gunpowder gamble.
Nope, probably not.
Plus, it does less damage to you now than it used to, because it used to just kill you. Like a gunpowder gamble would just kill you. Now it doesn't kill you anymore.
Okay, sorry that I skipped young Hakara's spine. I used to use that. Well, I used to use it a lot in PvP. It's getting a little boost, but it's not going to be back to its old strength. It's probably good. It was really
Light Ranger and Raiju's Harness are 2 changes that are nice, but are not going to change anybody using that shit at all, except for a meme build, unless it turns out that there's more juice there than what they're showing. Like if the lightning strikes that come off of activating your super and Raiju's like do hella damage, all right, then maybe worthwhile. Or if the energy refund you get with it is good, all right, then still maybe worthwhile. I don't see anybody using Blight Ranger. Like, Blight Ranger had one niche use, and that was generating 12 orbs on demand, and that's gone now. So I don't see a reason to use it. Who cares about the ×4 arc surge? Honestly.
Nobody.
I don't even know what that second one is.
The second what?
Like Raiju's Harness?
Raiju's Harness.
It's a chess piece.
Raiju's Harness used to be a super broken exotic that would basically give you an infinite super. As long as you were blocking, you had infinite super.
Oh,
with
the
Raiju's
one
Harness.
that you would reflect with the arc staff?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in PvP, it would literally be in 6s. If you fired it up, that super would last like a minute and a half. You would just go around and you could wipe the entire team like twice before your super ran out. And that's why I got nuked. But it might be fun if the damage numbers are good on the secondary effects, or if the energy return is good. It might still be worthwhile. I don't know. We'll see.
Either way, it works with an entirely different super now. So
yep,
it's completely different. So that's fun.
And Greener will now never be able to have the opportunity to manage the super Thunder Punch because they're taking it away.
Is that what that is?
That for relativism? Yes, that's what they're doing. They're taking away the super punch.
But why?
They're making hunters get bitch syntheseps. Sorry.
I didn't care anyway. I wasn't good at it. I'm terrible at everything.
We don't know if you were good at it. You weren't even set up for it. Maybe you would have been awesome with it.
I wish somebody told me how to do it.
We tried. And you know what your drunk ass said? I don't fucking care.
Oh, that sounds right. That sounds accurate. Okay. So, well, since we talked about everything else, Lucky Pants?
I mean, look, it's going to be the go-to exotic for PvP or hunters. Like, all your sweats, that's all they're going to use. If it's anything close to what Stompies gives in terms of movement,
yeah,
going to be everybody with hand cannons. The only thing that might prevent it from being hand cannon season everywhere is the fact that they're not really making any changes that are gonna. They're not really making any changes to pulse rifles that are going to make them really any weaker compared to hand cannons, right? everybody's getting nerfs, especially at like adaptive hand cannons. A lot of people are talking about Rose and Lucky Pants being like the new go-to, but adaptives are getting hit. Adaptive hand cannons are getting hit just like all the pulses are, where they're going to they're going to have less forgiveness, which hand cannons already don't have really any forgiveness to begin with. But hand cannon fall off range is starting earlier because of the nerfs. So, Elsie's rifle still gonna be a force to be reckoned with in the old PvPs. But
give me my bygones back, baby. Let's go.
So it's definitely gonna. Well, we don't even know if the rolls are gonna be good. They keep bringing bygones back and throw it in Gambit and give it shit rolls on top of that.
Hopefully they give it a good rolls.
But it is a little sad that Lucky Pants is taking a hit for PvE because, listen, as much as I appreciate the extra airborne effectiveness, I don't know who gives a shit about airborne effectiveness in PvE ever.
Yeah, that's true. But that shit was really strong in certain instances. Like,
at least now you'll be able to use whichever hand cannon you want because you don't have to match it to your super. So that's that's cool.
Yes. Correct. Okay.
Bebo, you got thoughts
ahead
on PvE implications of Lucky Pants?
No, he doesn't.
On PvE implications, probably that I didn't really see that many people using it with the Celestial thing going on and Still Hunt being a thing. I'm wondering if it'll be disabled again for the dungeon race. That's my question.
I don't think they're taking the dungeons race as serious as raid racing.
I don't know. They
But
haven't
maybe
really said anything about it, so
that's my point.
I hear somebody saying because they hate hunters in chat. What the fuck?
Shut the fuck up.
Joe.
Shut the
I thought you were better than that, Joe. I'm disappointed now.
Okay.
Literally designed an entire raid boss around hunters. So
wait, what?
The witness is a hunter encounter.
Yeah, okay. Why? Because Still Hunt was strong for it?
I'll just say this. I was doing a master one yesterday, and there was one hunter. Two of us immediately swapped to hunters and completed it like the next try. So it was final stand that we couldn't get done.
Joe, I'm 80%, or I'm 20% disappointed in you. Anyway,
the man thinks an encounter was designed for hunters because you have to do precision damage. Imagine. Why don't you guys just swap to linear fusion rifles? You would have been fine.
You want him to use linear fusion rifles in a master Salvation's Edge? Is that what you just said?
Why the fuck not?
I'm not talking about precision. I'm talking about burst. Talking about shooting a Celestial Nighthawk golden gun and then having a Still Hunt shot right there. That's almost a melee damage in 2 shots. So
I mean, if everybody is doing their part, doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, I bet you could do it with 6 Titans.
I realize everybody likes to see. Everybody wants to see that crispy 11 to 14 million damage next to their name when they wipe for damage. But as long as everybody's got 3, who cares?
I mean, in a master Salvation's Edge, it was pretty evened out. Like it wasn't like anyone like stood out that much.
Okay. Let's continue on to Titans. All right, so we got Icefall Mantle. It's going to stack well with all the stasis stuff, probably. But does anybody
it's frost
care?
armor. It's frost armor and healing. So it depends on how much healing you're going to get every time you apply frost armor. Because it's a frost armor machine, and every time you get frost armor, you get healing now with that. So you're getting damage resistance and healing all in one go. If it comes out hot and the healing's pretty good, it could very well be worth.
I feel like everything comes out hot, and then they tone it down. So it might be fun at first, and then they get nerfed if it's too strong.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's going to come down to, honestly.
Yeah, but are people gonna care that much about to be completely honest, most people that play this game, they use like for PvE, for example, is probably what you're using it for. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, point is they use exotics that give them more damage, not survivability.
Well,
In my opinion.
maybe some people are going to finally start using Behemoth, which has always been one of the highest damage has had one of the highest damage supers in the game. The only problem is it's got a higher skill ceiling than the other
It's
high damage
Behemoth.
supers, right?
That makes
Behemoth
sense.
does ridiculous amounts of damage on enemies that you can hit with the crystals if you can maintain the right distance the whole time. But a lot of people don't do that, and it's a hell of a lot harder than just be like, I'm going to shoot a Celestial Nighthawk, haha, or I'm going to throw a Nova Bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I'm going to Thunder Crash, which, is still like easy high burst damage. And looks like going to be the king of burst damage again.
Yes, because further down the list, and we'll get to it, I saw the curious falling star. I like the color.
But Icefall Mantle now should theoretically, while you're behemoth slamming those crystals out there, all those crystals breaking should be generating frost armor for you. So you should be at maximum damage resistance and healing basically the full time you're doing the super. So
yeah,
it could be fun, but it won't work on bosses like the Witness, obviously, because you can't throw crystals out there.
Correct. Great. So I'm not ashamed to admit that I have no idea what Cadmia's Ridge Landscape is.
It's a stupid looking hat with an ice cube in your face. It's possibly one of the worst looking exotics in the game. It even looks more fugly and messed up than Precious Scars.
Okay. So is this a good change?
Incorrect. Nothing looks worse than Precious Scars.
No. I've got a pretty sweet Precious Scars transmog. Anyway, no, I don't think anybody's going to use Camdus Ridge Landscape. I mean, creating diamond lances with any weapon, pretty cool. Anybody going to really use it for anything? I don't think so.
Okay, so we that's good. I don't know anything about it, so I've got no opinion on it. That's good. I'm not a Titan. Titans suck. But I do know what Ursa and Spirit of the Bear are. And increase maximum super energy gain for Unbreakable and PvE from 15 to 20%. Not a huge gain, but it's a buff. Are you excited?
Oh yes, amazing! This is a great change. I'm totally gonna use Unbreakable now.
Great. Fix an issue where you gain more super energy from Unbreakable and PvP than intended. Now provides a maximum. Okay, so it's a nerf in PvP and it's a small buff. This doesn't seem like it's going to make much of a difference to me.
No.
Obviously, it increases, but I mean, remember when you used to?
I wish I could relock it, like the aspect on my.
I remember when
just,
Ursa
like,
was
not have the option to pick it.
Like the go-to for terrible GM players, which was me, by the way. You guys remember standing in Glassway with two Ursa Titans just blocking the door?
That was never me.
You were never bad at the game like me?
No, didn't say that. But not that bad.
Those smell good. Yeah, anyway, I did. Ursa used to be fun. But it doesn't provide enough energy anymore. Okay, curious. The falling star. Jesus Christ. Melee final blows while Amplified now grants super energy. Cool. That's a good. Nothing wrong with that. Reduce the damage bonus from Curious to Thunder Crash from 2x to 1.55. This keeps the overall damage similar to what it was previously. Replace the overshield with after impact with damage resistance. Okay. So you can do it more often, but it's going to have less burst. It's
No,
basically what I'm reading.
it's gonna do the same amount of damage because they're adjusting. That even though they reduced the bonus from Curus, they're also adjusting the actual damage of the super. The damage of the super is going up.
Oh, okay. It doesn't. Maybe it says that in that big paragraph that I didn't read. I just read the points.
Combine this with knockout, and again, it all comes down to how much super gain you get every time you throw a punch. But
Yeah.
you can get amplified every time you punch something with knockout.
Yep, you can. Yeah, so if you get a decent amount of energy each time, then you could have a lot of curious thunder crashes doing some massive damage. It's fun.
Curious.
It's better to say curious. What's wrong with that?
Greener is very curious.
Exactly.
Pause.
Or curious. It's curious or curious to me. That's how I'm always going to say it. So deal with it. All right, peacekeepers. Oh my god, peacekeepers. All right. Increase our dealing damage to combatants with SMG increases SMG damage. 20 stacks, 100% bonus damage. Lasts for 1 second.
So listen, I know this is not going to be terribly impressive for in-game, but you take peacekeepers and you slap on Huckleberry with that, with Huckleberry's already 66% damage bonus, plus another 100% damage bonus. Hopefully those stack multiplicatively.
You say Huckleberry?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plus kinetic tremors.
Plus kinetic tremors. It's going to be on its catalyst now. And since kinetic tremors scales with the damage of the weapon you're doing, including damage bonuses, there's something
I have a question.
there.
I'm reading this. Say you have 20 stacks and you let it go for a second. Do you just lose 1 stack and it keeps doing that, or do you lose the whole thing?
I would imagine that it will. Well, we don't know. It's 1 second, so
It might not be a refreshable thing.
Yeah, but it's an SMG. How long
Well,
does it get 20 hits?
It says each hit adds a stack and refreshes the timer. I'm just curious if it's because 1 second that would have to be constant murdering to keep your thing up, unless you just lose 1 stack each time every second that you're not shooting something.
If you're also using Huckleberry, remember that Huckleberry refills itself every time you get a kill. So you're never out of ammo. So as long as there's enemies, that damage bonus should be up the entire time.
All right. Cool.
You're not going to use it for boss damage, Maybe like to nuke down a champion or something, or.
Yeah, it'd be good for that. Could be.
Yeah.
Especially
it
since
will at least
submachine guns are overload this season, so
it'll clear rooms. Oh, that'll be so good against overloads. Those fuckers are so annoying. I hate overloads.
Yeah. You could also just use
there we go.
Thunderlords.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna waste my exotic spot on fucking Thunderlord.
Why not? Works in Gambit. Oh man, did you see that look I got?
Gambit,
Chat?
bro.
Listen, he's just angry that Thunderlord best boss DPS.
I mean, Ron?
You mean Microcosm, the new Thunderlord?
Is that a thing?
Yes. Microcosm is the new. This guy can't do damage and definitely can't do rotation. Just put on Microcosm.
Do you have Microcosm, by any chance?
Yeah. If somebody asks you if you have Microcosm, it's because you're bad.
You're shit.
Oh man, I'm glad I haven't been asked yet, but that's gonna make me fucking cry when it happens.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm never playing this game again. All right, let's move on to the Mask of the Quiet One. Rapid final blows and final blows while at critical health now grant Devour. Nice for survivability. The effect requires a Void super to be equipped. Okay, so you got to be Void or Prismatic Void.
W change.
Yeah, I mean, if you like Mask of the Quiet One, this is just it's a survivability bonus. Like,
if you like Easy Devour, and doesn't like Easy Devour, probably one of the best healing abilities.
Indeed. I said ingreed. All right, and then Stoicism, Spirit of the Horn, activating thrusters, leaves a ball of solar energy behind, exploding, applying scorch to enemies caught in the blast. Spirit of the Elf Loopy. Activating thrusters heals you and nearby allies. Free heals. I'll take it. Spirit of the Hoarfrost. Activating thrusters spawns a pair of stasis crystals. Man, they're obsessed with stasis crystals this year.
Man, these thruster changes, they're really gonna make me want to go after those class items.
Can you detect the sarcasm in his voice there?
Mm-hmm.
I can.
I mean, listen, they're nice changes if you're going to use the exotic with those particular perks, I guess. But who gives a fuck about any of this? None of this really matters. All they're doing is giving you some utility with thruster that didn't exist before because thruster broke things.
This was just added for padding to be the longest twit ever. Nothing.
Got it. Okay. Next up, we have Warlocks, but Warlocks kind of suck. We don't need to talk about them. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck them. Skip it.
All right, the Wrath
exotic tuning.
the Wrath Weavers. I'm not sure what that even does to begin with, but adjusted the Hearts of the Ice perk to increase the shatter damage. More shatter damage and Shade Biter super projectiles. Let's go by 100%. That's a lot, regardless of who breaks out of them. And then added granting frost armor to your allies with Frost Pulse or Winter's Wrath. It grants you super energy ranges to potency based on how many allies it is granted to.
The only people that are going to use Baladros Wraith Weavers are the people that were already using Baladros Wraith Weavers. Nobody else is going to use that hippie bullshit.
Okay, but those people got a couple buffs, so there you go, helping out your teammate and doing more damage with more super projectiles.
You don't want those guys in your fire team.
Nope.
Okay, Skull of the Dire
Ahamkara. Is that Baladros? Yeah, I think we're gonna need one.
Okay.
Is it Baladros or is it Baladors? Or did they misspell it in their own thing? I thought it was Baladros. Did they have a typo in the TWAB?
Baladors. That's what it says there.
I thought it was Baladros. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter.
No, let's find out if they're stupid. Yeah, it's Baladors everywhere else. Light GG has Baladors. YouTubers have
All right, well, I'm
Baladors.
the idiot then. Fuck
Reddit
me.
has Baladors.
What an asshole I am.
And this guy says Baladors Wraith Reavers are absolutely insane. That's the post.
Wrath Weavers?
Yep. He's loving this change.
Yeah. No, that was a year ago.
Still loving this change. That guy didn't take him off.
Yeah, he's there. I don't know. I probably said Wraith. Wrath, who gives a fuck? It's the same word with an I. Eat a wiener, man.
Spelled.
It's Wrath Weaver.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's all.
I thought you were making fun of me. I thought I said Wraith Weaver.
A little bit, but I was asking generally because maybe I didn't see it.
All right, Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Add a weapon defeats while Devour is active. Grants super energy. Ranges from 1.5 to 4.5. I mean, that's pretty good. I like that. Sounds good. I like super energy. Cool. To help you sling more Nova bombs. Ew. I like it. All right, and we got Sanguine Alchemy. Now Mark's... Jesus. Was that like a disgust?
It's giving you wall hacks for sitting in your rift. This is mostly a PvP change.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Post-nerf state Knucklehead Reader. Okay. So activate target. Okay. Cool. Mark will fall off for 5 seconds. Damn. Compared to the just look at them and get 7 of marking from the current Knucklehead Radar.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Verity's Brown Spirit of the Verity. All right. First stack of death throws now provides 40% grenade damage, up from 20. So each additional stack provides 15, up from the maximum of 100% at 5 stacks. Wee woo. PvP bonus damage is unchanged. So this is a PvE buff. Everybody, PvE buff. Let's go.
Well,
is it?
It's just front loading, like they're putting the higher damage increase at the beginning.
Yeah,
I guess so. You don't have to get 5 kills, but you know.
Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So it was 2020. Now it's 40, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Got it. And by the time you're at the end, first 3 probably do more damage. Do math. Yep. You're up to 70%. First 3. Then you tie. No, you're still ahead by 5% on the next one. So it's all but the last one, which is the same damage.
I guess they're doing like make it more useful for regular content because Verities is essentially only used for Atheon.
Yeah, okay.
Or Atheon boss damage. So now it's like maybe like a GM usage to try and kill some champs or something quicker.
Yeah, that first grenade with 40% damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you would just have to kill one enemy before and then.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. There you go. Cenotaph Mask, damaging a vehicle, boss, or champion with trace rifle will once again visually mark the target for the player.
Don't care. The only buff I wanted to see was we're giving you an ornament that doesn't look like a fucking aircraft carrier.
This Cenotaph change is good though. It's a thing they reverted because before when the player would mark with a trace rifle, he would also see the tag. Now, like he wouldn't, and you know, like the tag runs out after a certain time, so he wouldn't know when, if he had to refresh it or anything. It's just like a good quality of life change, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Okay. Yep.
Still looks like a fucking.
Looks terrible. Got it.
Still
we need
horrible.
An ornament.
Still horrible. Still horrible.
They should change that. If they do an ornament for it, they should make it the smallest ornament in the game. So the regular version of it is the biggest helmet ever, and then the smaller the ornament is the smallest helmet ever. Make it just a tiny little top hat that's like this big. No? All right.
Listen, you only put that shit on if you need to exercise your traps, all right? That's it.
Your traps?
Have the wrong muscle group.
Head.
Yeah, those muscles that hold up your neck, man.
You know what needs an ornament?
Any warlock that mains that shit, he doesn't have a fucking neck. It's just muscles. That's all. The rest of his body's fucking thin as fuck. He's just all muscle around his neck.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ozymancy, reduce the increased seeker distance and speed by 50%.
Fuck you, Bungie.
Yeah, that's boo. That's a boo change.
They're still going to be good in PvP.
I do hate getting hit by those fucking things in PvP.
Everybody does. Getting removed from playing the game is the worst feeling ever, especially in PvP. When somebody removes you from playing the game and then kills you and then comes and dumps their nuts on your head. Yeah.
I don't mind the nut dumping. Like that doesn't bother me.
Me either.
Because I love doing
that to me all day.
Nope. Well, no, I'm going to be completely I love when somebody's just kicking the shit out of me, beating the hell and the piss out of me, and then I finally get a kill on them, and I fucking I teabag them.
Lipton them. Yeah.
And they're like, bro, you're horrible. What the fuck you doing? You suck at this game. And you're just like, having fun playing Destiny. They're raging on the other side, even if they're like, nah, it's okay, I'm better than them, we're winning, I'm better than them. They're raging on the inside. I don't care who they are.
I don't rage. I'm just confused as to how I got into a PvP match and then quit and do something else.
Okay, yeah, but I know how people act.
I don't normally care when I get teabagged. Whatever. I'm not raging inside either usually.
Even if you're like mercying the team and somebody kills you and teabags you.
No.
Okay. You've been in a couple 7s VCs while you're playing PvP, right?
Yes, but normally when I'm raging at PvP, it's not because
you're raging at your
me.
teammates usually.
I'm usually mad at my teammates that are not doing things.
Teammate, why aren't you capturing?
To be clear, I'm not blaming them for my performance. I'm not blaming them for us losing the match. I'm blaming them for being bad.
Yeah. This bro just ran right past you. Didn't capture it, bro. What? Fucking loser. That's not how he sounds or what he says, but
no. Mostly, I'm telling people to kill themselves in Minecraft.
Yeah. Go back to the lobby, bro. What? That was my right. 10 out of 10, I think.
Yeah. For the record, I don't care if I win or lose a match. All I really care about is whether or not my KD at the end of every match is 1.0 or better. That's all I care about.
It's pretty selfish, bro. I don't know.
All right, let's keep going because we were on here for an hour before you showed up. So we're getting pretty long into this podcast.
Okay.
I've been here from the start. What are you talking about?
I was talking about Wrecked. I was just pointing out that we've been
Your
here for a
site
while.
is generating orbs again in PvP.
All right. Woo! All right, next, super damage exotic tuning. They're talking about. All right. Anyway,
Wait,
with curious. Okay, which one specifically? Because are we there yet?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
From what I understand from this paragraph, right? They're saying this is the list of supers in their, like, in how much damage they do. So is this saying that Curious and Thunder Crash are the highest damage super in the game after this update?
That's what they're saying.
That's what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
They said this was the highest damage at the top. Yeah, it says right there. There you go. So, Curious Thunder Crash, it remains unchanged. It's still the highest. Power Gale Gauntlets with the Burning Maul, that exotic that turns it into a one-click thing. 10% damage increase. Some people like that.
They should have changed the Titan.
Spirit of the Star Eater and Nova Bomb down. Spirit of the Star Eater and Twilight Arsenal down. That's right, motherfuckers. Stop using our exotics, bitches. Sorry.
What?
Well, the Spirit of the Star Eater, Star Eater scales was ours. You guys stole it with your exotic class items.
You guys stole Syntheseps. Eat a dick.
I don't use Syntheseps. I use Liar. Get out of here, bitch. I'm a real hunter.
It's probably why you couldn't do the.
This was before Final Shape even launched that I was trying to do the grapple thing. Stop talking about it like it's recent. All right.
Okay.
Get out of my house.
How'd you know?
I'm
in your
smart.
walls.
I don't know why they even put.
Did you say walls or did you say something else?
Walls. I said walls.
Okay. All right.
Balls. I don't know why they put Star Eater, Needlestorm, and Storm's Edge on here and just say they were unchanged. Just to point out that they were 5th and 6th on the list.
I guess just to say that they do more damage than Celestial.
And somebody explain to me how Storm's at
This is after the damage. This is after the damage modifiers, right?
Yeah, but is this on single targets?
Yeah, they're talking. Yes.
Okay, well, it's Storm's Edge can hit a lot of targets. Just saying.
But it actually does a lot of damage.
So can Needlestorm
if
you use it. Okay, whatever. I usually hot swap to Celestial Golden Gun. Turns out it does less damage than Storm's Edge with Star Eater. What am I doing?
Yeah, but Celestial does.
Yes, I know.
5%
it takes a lot less time.
It
takes way less time, and then you can shoot it with a bunch of other shit. I get it. I got you. Don't worry. I understand. Celestials is still the best option. Okay. All right. We don't need to read why all this stuff is happening. It just is. All right. Weapon tuning. There's a lot of weapon tuning stuff here. It's just increases and decreases of various things across the across all the weapon archetypes.
Yeah. So there's only really one thing in here that I think that is really notable. Well, this and grenade launchers. The first pass at nerfing the fuck out of rocket sidearms is coming through. I don't think they're going to stop at 25% less ammo. I will be surprised if rocket sidearms survive through the next episode without getting another 25% damage.
I would have to say so, because 25 is it's a lot, but I never ever run out of ammo in my rocket sidearm. Ever. Stop being bad.
I use it as a primary.
So do I, and I never run out. Because the call has 50 bullets in the reserve. It's insane. I mean, exaggerating.
Lead from gold?
I don't know.
Does that one have lead from gold?
I definitely don't have lead from gold on it. Anyway, I don't remember what I have on it. Here, let me look it up. So I can tell you. But it's definitely not lead from gold. It
Mine has lead from
is.
gold.
That would be hilarious if that's what I had. Oh my god, it has lead from gold, enhanced, and desperate measures, because I'm good at the game.
Should put one for all on that.
No, desperate measures does more damage. And when you're prismatic titan punching the shit out of things, getting that ×3, and dropping sidearm fucking nukes on people that do 1,000 billion and a half damage.
Gets you a 30%.
Yes, 30%.
For all. One
All you have to do is punch
35.
one person in the face and get 30%. And then
Yeah,
every
so
time you
shoot
shoot
three
your
different things.
every time you shoot your gun, you get it refreshes at the 3 stacks. So
Okay.
it does more damage.
Sure.
If you can melee kill somebody. Or grenade kill them. It can be either or.
Yeah. Okay.
So grapple melee works as well. Anyway, it's a bigger damage buff. Just saying.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's 30 bigger than 35? I didn't know that.
One for all isn't 35. There ain't no way. Is it?
Yes.
Really?
One for all is the highest individual damage boost in the game. It's
Then why am I using desperate measures?
That's what I was asking.
I was convinced it was higher than one for all, but why? Is what I'm.
Not now.
One for all is so easy to proc.
Oh my god!
Especially with a weapon that has an explosion. Yes.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Why would that be the highest? That's too easy. Fuck Bungie are a bunch of pussies. That's so dumb. What the fuck?
That's just Greener actually being mad at himself for having a subpar perk on his end.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm mad at myself because I legitimately believed it was the higher of the two damage perks. Did it get buffed or something? Has it always been 35%?
It's always been 35%.
Why don't people talk about it more?
Because they don't want to have to shoot 3 things. That's it.
And it's not refreshable.
They don't want to shoot 3 things with a exploding rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I do like. Okay, I'm still going to use desperate measures because it refreshes. Fuck you guys. It
Sounds about right.
What?
Nothing.
You just said
I'm
it
not
doesn't
the one
refresh.
using it, so I don't really like.
Every kill I get, it stays at 30% damage. Why would I switch to something that I have to reproc? That's annoying.
Because you're reprocking it without even worrying about it.
Are you?
Like you're always shooting shit with it, so it's
That's
procking.
Not true. I don't shoot very often. We'll see. It doesn't matter. I think I just closed my fucking twip.
Great start. Screen was on ad clear. You just see him go run behind some cover, and he just stays there the entire time.
All right. Anyway, these sniper rifle increases aren't bad either.
Thank God, another hit at flinch, bro. Flinch is the most annoying thing ever.
I find flinch with still hunt very annoying. Yes, because I just want to shoot things and hit it precision, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
I understand it as part of PvP, right? In PvE, it's just one of the most annoying goddamn things on this planet.
So annoying. It's so fucking annoying. Anyway, so that takes 50%. And then if I noticed properly, the new mods also take a hit at that, right?
They can. Yep.
Yeah, further down, I thought I saw that. So, yeah, so that's cool. And more damage. You know, more damage, minors, majors, mini bosses, and champions. That's all good. That's all good. People that like using sniper rifles. So I'm not going to complain. Now, we talked earlier about the PvP changes to like hand cannons and pulse rifles.
These are all minuscule. They're just making people be more precise is the main thing.
Yeah, which is okay for me because I'm good at the game. I'm just kidding. I suck. I'm terrible. What is this specifically talking about? Oh, Choir of One. I was like, what are all these numbers for? But it's talking about Choir of One. So, yeah, this is stuff they talked about before. Some of the stuff they talked about before. There was mistakes with the base reserves, the max reserves. And then some looks like some other nerfs to it. The gun, I guess, is just too strong. So
Fire 1 is still going to be fine. If you like it now, you're still going to like it after these changes.
yeah, most likely.
The reserve one is mainly the problem.
If you don't like it now, you're going to like it even less.
Wait, this is crazy. Remember you were talking about running around with Huckleberry, and it now fully reloads on kills, right? But wasn't that because we were talking about a kinetic tremor like artifact mod?
Mm-hmm.
And now the
Yeah,
catalyst
from
is
grenade
kinetic
launcher.
tremors?
Yeah, we touched on that.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't the same conversation. Okay. All right. Never mind. You're right. It was for them power grenade launchers, not the Huckleberry.
We were talking about peacekeepers and Huckleberry came up. Is
Yeah.
that what
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
No.
I got the two mixed up, and I was like, wait, so Huckleberry can now do all this with all that stuff, and then but it's already doing kinetic tremors with the artifact mod, and now it also has kinetic tremors.
It's going to do kinetic tremors
yeah.
plus its own old school rampage, which is 66% damage, and then the peacekeepers bonus, which is 100%.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good with
It'll be good.
peacekeepers. People
It'll be
gonna
good
run
for ad
around
clear, for
kicking the
sure.
shit out of everything. Yeah. Okay. So Terrabot got a boost, I think, right? Yeah.
Yep. Not going to matter.
Okay.
Nobody
cool.
cares.
That's true. Nobody's used that forever. Does anyone symmetry, duality, bad juju? Anyone care?
Bad juju, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So increased lifetime of string of curses from 3.5 base to 5.5. That's a big jump. 7.5 with catalyst, huge. Increased magazine size from 27 to 36.
That's
Yeah,
the
those are
biggie,
all
I
good
think.
things, right?
Have you
Yeah,
ever
actually-
used it to get your super back? That shit comes back instantly.
So an extra 9. Yeah, an extra 9 bullets, and they increase the string by 2 seconds. I don't know how much it was with the catalyst before. I assume it was 5.5, but
I think so, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Any longer bonus on the damage bonus. Pretty good.
Yeah, can't
Yep.
complain. I'll take it. I'll try it. And I was never really a huge fan of Bad Juju, but I'll try it.
Also, it's going to be more haunted, whatever that means. I presume more particle effects.
Yeah, the weapon has to become more haunted. Okay, cool. That'll be fun. Okay.
What did you say? More particle?
It says right here. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said. More particle effects.
What's that?
So when you use bad juju and you have string of curses going, like green light starts pouring out of the eyes on the skull and the gun.
Okay, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
imagine that effect is going to be more pronounced now.
Oh, okay. Maybe a new ornament with it or something. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. But yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. All right. X Dearest. I don't use this shit, but
Because it's hard to use.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't use it. Oh wait, is this the
Boomer
is that the
gun.
Hive one?
It's the boomer grenade launcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Buffs though. These are all buffs, right?
Ease of use buffs and more moths.
Ooh, more moths. My favorite. Let's go. Fighting Line. That's a buff. Now spawns volatile burst on direct hits. Yep, that's
Yep,
good.
like
That's
that.
good for ad clear. Prospector. I saw somebody making fun of this the other day, but it looked okay to me. But now spawns 3 powerful cluster bombs on detonation, dealing substantially more damage per shot over a much larger area than previous. Well, we'd have to see the damage, but that sounds cool. Remove stick. They did remove sticky flame and remote detonation function. They reduced the Magna 6 bonus ammo reserves on catalyst change to plus 50 reload speed. So they're giving us more damage. We'll have to see how much the damage is, but and it'll be faster to reload. So that doesn't matter, but we'll see. I'm sure it does. I'm sure that they changed it so that those detonation clusters are pretty big. Maybe not, I guess.
Hopefully.
Maybe they fucked it up. But typically they overshoot and then have to run it back. Chaperone, I feel like I haven't seen that thing in PvP for ages.
It's in
added a
PvP
bit.
everywhere right now. What are you talking about? Slugs are
Is
hot
it?
right now. Yeah.
I never really played a lot of Crucible this season, so maybe that's why. Yeah,
Since the
but
conditional
before
nerf,
that,
slugs are hot.
okay,
And this isn't going to change. I'm going to change that. It's still going to be very good.
cool. All right, Lumina, don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I need a drink. Someone talk.
All right, weapon perks. There's only 2 things that matter on here. We're going to get to the one that matters more here in a second. I like that they're giving Master of Arms a buff. I feel like Master of Arms might actually be okay to run sometimes now. But probably not compared to other damage bonuses. And then auto-loading holster and reconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
A million damage dealing DPS stands cried at once for their lost fucking muscle memory
Mm-hmm.
as soon as they saw this change, because this is going to fuck up rotations all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
It's just
Auto-loading
it's gonna
holster
make.
change.
Oh
It-
yeah. The 1 second. I saw that. Sorry, Bebo. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's gonna make the other weapons you use for your rotation that much more important. Because you will be doing more, you will be spending more time on them as opposed to like your rocket.
People are just gonna
Yeah.
have to get used to how many extra shots they're gonna have to take with their other weapons before they switch back over to. It's the same with reconstruction. I saw the change. I start reloading by 2 seconds, or 2 seconds later. Just get used to it. Obviously, this is going to slow down damage rotation, but not by a lot. Maybe it'll have a pretty big effect, but mostly people just have to get used to it, I think, and then they'll be able to swing it.
It also makes Envious Assassin, I guess, that much more
Much better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like reconstruction lately on what do I have it on that I keep using? It's either a shotgun.
Is Envious still
I
being
think it's a
reset
shotgun.
if you change your armor?
Yes, I believe it is.
Yeah. See, all them fucking armor swap stands. They're the ones that probably hate this the most because they don't want to have to. They're going to want to use Envious because it's probably going to be optimal, but they're not going to be able to change their armor, which is going to really piss off a lot of people.
Swapping loadouts or something, but yeah, I think it has to do with armor.
Yeah,
I
think
have a different
swapping some
armor
armor
set
can
on.
reset Envious and reset reconstruction. So, yeah, there's a lot of people, especially in the higher end PvE community, that really don't like this change.
That usually means they made the right change, though.
The only reason this change is coming out is because of the new perks that are coming out on the new guns. Because there's going to be perks that are specifically about swapping after doing damage with another weapon, right? So they probably want to make a space. They probably want to make space for the new guns, I'm guessing.
Probably. Yeah, they want them to be good enough to use. So.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all let's go to weapon mods. There aren't any other of these minor adjustments that we. I don't.
Yeah. So the weapon mods, there's new ones. So that's cool. So anti-flinch is one I mentioned earlier, obviously. The ammo finder enhancement. So special finder enhancement progressively rushes 10% faster per kill with this weapon. Okay, I get it. Okay, so that helps with special and heavy if people are going to be using that, which
those are the only 2 I think people are going to really use for PvE. Honestly,
yeah, probably.
The rest of this stuff is mostly going to be PvP centric, and it's good all around for PvP.
Bundles. Okay, so there's ballistic, tactical, aerodynamics, tension, and edge. Okay, so those are interesting. Each one has 2 different stat bundles: range stability, reload handling, blast radius, projectile speed, draw time, accuracy, charge rate, guard resistance, and it's +6 on both of them. So that's some people might use that for something. Anti-flinch, like I said, big fan of the flinch drop earlier. Might even add that to something else to get an extra 15% on my juicy sniper rifles. Does that work in PvP? It must, right? It would say that it doesn't. That's nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would assume so.
that will be good. So there's optic mods as well. So we got marked octas. It increases zoom,
Or decreases zoom.
Or decreases zoom. Oh, okay. I like that. Sometimes there's guns with too much zoom on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I think they're able to do this after they decoupled range from the actual zoom on the weapon.
Yeah,
maybe.
Otherwise,
probably. And then CQC optics for the different set of weapons does +1 and -1. Synergy, so this is escalating a chance to spawn a subclass bauble matching this weapon damage type. Kinetic weapons spawn an orb of power instead. So I assume they're talking about like Void Breach and that type of shit. When they say subclass bauble.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you can add it. Okay. So that's cool too. These are good craft building things. Some of these, or whatever they're called. I don't fucking know.
Mods.
Yes, mods, but I mean like build crafting. Like you change that's certain things you can change up and have some fun with, and get better ammo depending on if you're doing it in an encounter that requires ammo issues, or if you need more orbs to drop, or if you need more the void stuff, or the score, or the solar ones, the arc traces, all that shit. That's pretty neat.
They're just trying to get people off backup mag.
I mean,
their whole point was when they
that's the only one that's useful
spec,
at the moment, right?
Yeah, was to get people to use other things, and then everyone just moved on to backup mag. So yeah, I guess
these are neat. I think they're neat. Yeah. And certain ones have different uses for certain activities, which is what I think is really good, because people will be switching them in and out instead of sitting on boss, like you said. Not now, but before, and now they're sitting on backup mag. So stun loader partially refills this magazine on stunning a champion. I think that's good too, especially like overload with some machine guns coming up. Like, you stun it and then you run out of ammo. Super fucking annoying, right? But if you stun it and you get like a half mag back, it's kind of nice. Maybe enough for you and your teammate to kill it. And there's other reasons. Grenade launchers, you stun a champion with a grenade launcher and you get a bullet back instantly.
It's good. It's like a weapon specific thing.
That sounds really good, right? I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. I'm definitely dumb, but
no, I agree with the for overloads, because you're usually stunning them towards the end of your mag, but
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, hold on. I want to open this on my other computer.
Open what?
The images of the new weapons. What do you think I was opening?
Pornography.
This is the computer I watch pornography on, so it is the same one. You're right.
That makes sense.
Understandable.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't watch pornography, so.
Yeah, okay. Fucking liar. It's the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life.
He doesn't need porn.
Never mind.
Man
of faith.
And I have pants on.
Two truths, one lie?
Yeah.
I also have pants on. I better have pants on because my window's open.
My window's open too, but I have a fence. So.
Yeah. Well, the window in my office is looking out over my front yard, so I'm watching somebody walk by my house right now.
And they're
That's
looking at
exactly
your wiener.
why I wouldn't have pants on.
Exactly. Me too. All right, here we go. So we got new seasonal weapons. They're just, weapon archetypes that look with a new skin on them.
No red borders.
No red
Yep.
borders.
That way. Wait.
Wait. What are we waiting for?
He's edging.
Okay. Anyway, yes, these are the weapons. Obviously, you can tell. You have
Wait.
sidearm, hand cannon, grenade. No,
wait.
grenade launcher, sniper, shotgun, heavy grenade. There's the names and all the stuff's here. There's a bunch of different things. They redacted some of these perks probably because they're new.
Are we going back to image off the screen, or is image still on the screen?
Image is currently on the screen.
All right.
Oh, what the fuck, Bungie? Okay, here. You want me to make it bigger? There you go.
Pause.
Go ahead. What the fuck, Bungie? Why don't you
All
tell
right.
me what?
All right.
This is a good change. I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
I
The
agree.
actual fuck, Bungie. Listen, I am all for limiting crafting in Destiny. All right, I've been on record on this. We've talked about this before. Crafting, there's too much crafting, and crafting has taken away weapon chase from this game. That is absolutely true. And anybody who wants to say otherwise is a fucking liar. All they really care about is the 47 kids they're working 73 hours a day to support. All right, have less kids, do less job. I don't give a fuck about that. You know what? But
All right.
But listen,
Let him cook.
this change was not put in to restore weapon chase in Destiny 2. That's what they say in here, that they want to move crafting to a catch up mechanic. But they want to bring back the weapon chase. No. What they want is people to play their dog shit seasonal fucking activities. That's what they want. They want people to play the game 5,000 fucking hours playing boring ass bullshit that nobody wants to play after the first time they played it. And they know people don't want to play this shit because every seasonal activity with red borders, I'll bet you if you look at the numbers of people playing it, the engagement they have with those activities falls off a fucking cliff the moment people have gotten all their red borders. And it falls off not because they can craft weapons. No. It falls off because the activity is bullshit. All right? That's the only reason this change exists. If they were going to really change weapon crafting and they really wanted it to be something that people chased really good weapons for, they would throw those good weapons in in-game activities, all right? And they would take the crafting out of the in-game activity. They would leave crafting in the seasonal stuff that everybody can play, so everybody can get some okay, decent shit, but they would never make those weapons meta. And that's how it would be. All your good stuff would come from raids, GMs, and dungeons, and you'd have to farm for it to get it. All your seasonal shit would be all the bullshit that will put on Microcosm, bro. I mean, that's what it would be. It would be that level of guns that any old person can get, all right? This change has nothing to do with restoring that feeling you used to get when you would get a 4 out of 5 and it was finally had a couple of the perks that you wanted. That dopamine rush you would get. This change is only about making people play the game more. And it's so fucking transparent that that's what they want to do. Now, their marketing guys and their videos say, we want to get people to get back to the weapon chase because that's what Destiny is supposed to be about. Shut the fuck up. Listen, don't serve me a shit sandwich and tell me it's fucking ham and cheese. All right? I understand there's shit in the sandwich in front of me. All right? And even though if I'm okay with grinding out the weapons I want, everybody can see it's a shit sandwich. Just be fucking honest about it. All right. That's what I got.
Okay. So, just to expound on what you said, this is obviously to get people to play the game more. No, I don't think anybody doesn't think that.
Well, Bungie doesn't think that, or at least that's not what they're trying to tell us.
They don't. They obviously think it. They know we know it, but you can't say it.
Yeah, they can.
You can't say, but our Destiny is at the lowest point ever, so we're getting rid of one of the mechanics. You think the power grind and the red borders going away in the same season, and one coming back and one going away in the same season?
It's not just that.
Is a coincidence?
The catch-up mechanic is still another way. The crafting being a catch-up mechanic is still another way to force people to engage with their game, and it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
I think this has been foreshadowed ever since they started allowing you to enhance regular weapons.
Now,
Everyone like kind of knew, like, okay, this is them trying to start to move away from red borders. So
you want to know what happened? Okay, our Destiny activity tripled overnight when they released Onslaught. That's what happened. They go, oh, people keep playing
weapons, and I have to farm.
I can enhance these weapons, and I can farm them. And I'm not even joking. I follow stats like crazy because I want to know how Shrouded is doing in comparison to Destiny. And Shrouded's activity increased threefold during April of last year, and Destiny activity actually increased. I forget the exact number, but it was from. It was a lot. It wasn't quite 3 times, but it was a lot. 3 times the height.
To be able to get 2 perks on each column, enhance both perks, like that helps with the farming a lot. And I think them bringing that back is also really good.
Well,
but,
it all depends on how it's implemented, right?
Yeah.
Just because we know that in the seasonal vendor, there's going to be ways to get additional perks, and there's going to be ways to get be able to focus your drops. You know that's going to happen. We don't know the percentages. We don't know how much it's going to have an impact. Anybody, I mean,
hopefully it's not too much.
Anybody who played Onslaught initially knows that when the focusing happened, a lot of times it felt like the focusing was not doing shit.
Yeah.
And they ended up having to adjust that partway through in play. So
yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know. I was getting like 50% drops when I was focusing something, which seemed pretty good to me.
50% drop.
I'm not convinced, Screener, that this is going to have the same impact in terms of activity.
It might not, but
I think this change by itself is going to drive a lot of players away that were on the fence.
It's going to drive casual players away that don't spend money on the game, and Bungie don't care about them. And why would they?
I don't know if that's true. I think there's a lot of people that have a season pass.
I don't know. I follow a lot about Twitter. I follow a lot of Twitter, and I follow a lot of content creators, and most content creators are over the moon, which are those are the hardcore players. I'm sure if they're not content creators that play just as much as a content creator, that they have a very similar sentiment based on what I'm seeing. And then the people that are complaining about it, I see in most cases are casual players.
Casuals.
But not all casuals. There's people that I've seen complaining about it that play the game a lot, but they play no endgame activities. In fact, they hate it. And so I've seen a lot of people that are like in that category that hate this change as well.
Well, because they don't do.
But a lot of people keep screaming that weapon crafting is being removed from the game, and it's like, yeah, I know you got to read your shit, so you can't because you don't want to grind for it. You can't get the best version of the weapon right away. You're going to be able to if they implement the catch-up mechanic, like they said they want crafting to feel like later. I don't know, probably the next season?
Greener.
Potentially?
Greener.
Yeah, I know. Everybody wants their share right now.
Wait, no. Have you ever... Listen, I've always gotten all my red borders in the season that they were released, all right? That's like my main thing every season. Like, I do the seasonal activities until I have all my red borders, and then I stop playing them, usually, unless there's another reason to be in there. But have you ever tried to grind for some of these weapons after the fact using the exotic quests? Because let me tell you, even though the exotic quest is on a punch-out system, it is almost as miserable. In fact, it's possibly more miserable than farming dungeons for specific drops.
Well, surely
Unless
if they
it's
implement this as a catch-up mechanic, it's not going to be the shitty exotic mission system that they have. If it is, then yes, they've made a terrible.
DMG is sitting in his house right now saying, "All right, Alex, hold my beer." That's what he's saying right now.
Hold on, I gotta put my pants on. What are you looking at, Bibo?
What the fuck is going on here?
I told you earlier I didn't have my pants on. My balls
I'm
were
a
sweating.
cartoon. I can have my pants off if I want to.
I took them off so that I get some air.
I think what they're doing, just how fucking transparent it is, the reason why they're doing it is the shitty part.
You just want them to be honest about what it is they're doing.
I would like
you
them
don't
to be
care
honest.
that much about the actual change.
Does it matter to me if I have to grind out shit? I mean, look at my playtime. You think I care about playing a bunch of extra Destiny? Fuck no. Sometimes I play this game and I'm playing the game and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, because of how much I fucking play it. 9,500 hours I have in this fucking game.
I've had people come into the 7s VC asking if I'm okay and why I have been logged on for so long.
That said, I too want one of the complaints that comes up that is cogent and isn't somebody just screaming into the wind is that people feel like they want to have a deterministic way to go after. Bungie says this is going to be inside the vendor. If it's there and it's not time gated and it's easy to get to, like there's a path to get to the deterministic stuff, and then the deterministic way of getting things actually feels like it's making an impact on what you're doing, fine. Then I'm fine with it. It's whatever. But if not, if it still feels like shit, if it is still actually a shit sandwich they're feeding us to get people to play more, then it's bullshit. It's bad practice. It's predatory. It's stupid. Bungie should be ashamed of themselves. I realize it's all to make money because Papa Sony says make more money or we got to fire more people. But like I don't like the marketing bullshit put on top of what they're actually.
Yeah, it's the boost
really
playtime.
me.
I wanted to point out something that I said exactly to somebody that said massive L on the seasonal weapons not being craftable. The only reason I got the something in chronophage was because of red borders. Same for raid weapons. I will engage lesser if there are no red borders to chase. But hey, Datto and friends can finally keep grinding raids.
So why not just scream, I'm casual?
Anyway, but they said that. So this was yesterday, like 10 minutes. And it's because I get this point, and that's what I think. It's so obvious that I don't think they're trying to hide it by not saying it. But I know we can agree differently. But I just said I said literally kind of what you're saying. It's all about stats. Game engagement goes up when they have things like Onslaught, where you need to grind the rolls, and it goes down when the activity has craftable weapons. They will do whatever makes more playable hours until they fly too close to the sun, and then they revert it like they always do.
If they hadn't gone into the Revenant preview and made and I forget the guy's name.
Who cares?
The dude with the gray hair that couldn't remember the name of the guns. When he came out and he just with a straight fucking face was saying, we want to return the feeling of getting that perfect weapon, and he said it with an absolute straight face. He didn't look like he was. There was no, this is what we're doing and this is why we're doing it, wink, or even the slightest amount of sarcasm on his face.
Listen,
that is the disingenuous bullshit that people hate. That people like me fucking hate. We all know it's marketing. We all know why they're doing it. And it's okay if they say that shit. Or if they don't just say, this is why we're doing it. Just say you're doing it and move on. Don't give us some bullshit reason about why.
By saying that, they're saying it.
No.
We want you to grind for the weapons so you play the game more. That's all it is. It's the same thing. It's just a different way of wording it.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same thing. You guys are so picky about what people say.
If you have a fucking brain in your head,
right back.
It's not the same thing. All right, Bebo.
It was fine to me. When I heard him say that, I'm like, okay, yeah, you want people to play the game more.
Well, you work in marketing. Of course you see that. And I think everybody sees
work in marketing?
It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I hate it. I hate it. It feels like Bungie's being a fucking car salesman. Trying to tell me why they're fucking me, but it's a good thing. But I hate it.
I think they legitimately agree. It's like, we do want them to feel that way. You know why? Because they play more. So it's like a cause and effect. They want people to play more. How are they going to do that? By bringing back the feeling of grinding for the roles they want. Like, I don't think they're just like, no one's going to understand if we say we want to bring back the dopium rush.
No.
That's not what's happening.
This is 2024, and if modern social media has taught me anything, is that behind the scenes, all of those people we saw on that preview, all are just growing out their mustache and they're twirling it while they're laughing like this. All right. I do not give Bungie the benefit of the doubt on how they word things and how they present things versus what the intended effect is. I absolutely think none of this has anything to do with restoring the feeling of a chase. I think this only has to do with.
I do, but I think it's because it has an end game. Somebody says, how do we get them to play more? Somebody says, restore the feeling of the chase. So, if so, and if whatever, however you say it, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they do want to restore that feeling because it'll cause you to play more. It's
see that's not how I picture it happening in my head. I picture a boardroom with Pete Parsons in there playing with
play more. I don't care how.
Pete is sitting in there. He's sitting in a chair at the head of the table, right? And he's got his feet up on the table and he's got his hands up in front of him and he's holding a miniature version of a classic car that he's fucking around with, right? He's opening the doors and opening the hood and spinning the wheels and every once in a while making vroom, vroom noises, right? While all the people around him are talking about player retention going down. And he just looks up and says, just don't let them craft gear. Force them to play more. And then I picture everybody else in the meeting going, good, that's a good idea, boss, with a thumbs up looking straight at him. Meanwhile, the devs are outside. And you're looking out the glass window. You're looking out the glass window of the office that they're in, the conference room that they're in. The devs are out there, and they're looking all fucking disheveled, like they're wearing dirty shirts. They're starting to chafe from the shackles that are around their legs, holding them to their desk. They're just slowly. They have this defeated look on their face as they're hunched over their workstations, with their hair all in a funky fucking direction, with a couple of tears just falling out of their eyes as they realize they're working for a fucking soulless piece of shit company whose game I'm still going to play and enjoy, by the way. That's what I picture when I see these messages. The absolute worst case scenario, that's what I assume. I do not give Bungie the benefit of the doubt for having good intentions ever.
I'm not saying they have good intentions. I'm not saying they have good intentions or giving them the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that they're trying to hide the fact that they need us to play more. And I legitimately think, the devs that came up with that idea was like, look, it seemed like player retention was happier when the grind was there. It'll help increase hours. Let's tell them,
I think
we're gonna pull back on it, and then we're gonna look at the stats and see what happens. And if the numbers increase, you expect to see this more. If they drop, expect to see crafting come back. Like,
I think it's two things. Number one, making the perks enhanceable is a huge W.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
number
great.
two, actually making weapons that people want.
That's why they had to make Destiny 3. Because we already have every weapon known to man. Why we should erase our vaults and start over again.
Well, when you look at when
You'll get 10 million players. Just saying.
in sevens, we get a lot of new players to Destiny, right? Number one thing they ask is, what guns should I go for? And the first thing I always tell all of these players is hop in an Onslaught, try to get Edge Transit, Midnight Coup, fucking Blast Furnace, because those are good enough weapons that you can use in raids, dungeons, whatever activity you need. So,
I
think
we're gonna wrap this up. What do you think?
Oh, and I just think it's a W. I think,
I think it's good. We're gonna see at the end of the day. Like, this could be terrible. It could be terrible for them. All those people that are casual, that are threatened to not play the game anymore, may come good on their promise, and numbers drop even further. But my guess is people are going to play more. They're going to grind more, especially with the Onslaught, getting the new maps and the new defenses. It'll refresh that mode a little bit. People already liked it. People seem super excited about it during the live stream. And usually that chat is got to be the most negative fucking chat I've ever seen in my life. So the fact that people were excited for that was mind-boggling to me. One thing I want to talk about. Did you guys all watch that live stream?
Yep.
A little bit, yeah.
Did we join a Revenant live stream or an Apollo live stream? Because I was a little confused about halfway through.
About 25-75.
It was an absurd amount of Apollo for 1 week away from being Revenant, right?
Yeah.
Why would they show us more about Revenant, though? Like,
Revenant's
because it was called a Revenant developer live stream.
Yeah, but all Revenant's
if I wanted to
is Onslaught adjustments and some bullshit seasonal activity.
Okay, then stop the live stream.
No. We gotta sell Apollo, bro.
You can sell Apollo in another live stream.
I don't think it's bad them wanting to talk about the future of Destiny when everyone's.
I agree, 100%, but not when I join a Revenant developer live stream. I wanted to hear about Revenant, not Apollo.
Man, Greener insinuating I'm being pedantic about fucking marketing messaging. and now here it is. He has the other shoe and it's on his foot.
Yeah, but it's way bigger. It's like they're going, let's talk about the new season of Destiny coming in Tuesday. Rah, Revenant, Fickrel, vampires, let's go. Here, let's talk about Apollo in this new race you see in this artwork. Isn't that cool? Revenant what?
It is crazy to me.
They could have talked about the dungeon. They could have talked about the raid or the dungeon race. They could have talked about anything that's happening in the season, whether there's an exotic mission happening in episode 2 or 3 or act 2 or 3. Like they left so much stuff on the table that they didn't talk about at all. All they did was talk about some weapons and fucking Onslaught and then called it a Revenant live stream. It was bullshit.
Yeah, and the marketing messages behind that. This season's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, there's nothing for them to talk about, so they had to fill it with Apollo shit that hopefully no one notices. How did episodes get so bad? They didn't even realize. Listen, the final shape was incredible.
The second episode hasn't even come out. How do you know if it's bad or not?
Because they didn't have anything to tell us about during the Revenant live stream.
You think have to? It's coming out on Tuesday.
No, it's because there's nothing there, Bebo. There's nothing in it.
Well, you're gonna get to play the 3 weeks the first day, so you'll find out whether there's nothing there or not.
Which is stupid. They want to increase playtime, but then they give us a fucking thing that we can grind out right away.
Maybe
brilliant.
They're being genuine. You never know.
No, they're not. Anyway,
wait a minute. They're being genuine about one thing, but not the other. What the fuck? What the fuck, Greener? What the fuck?
I never said they were being
that shit.
Listen, I never said they were being genuine about the whole that other thing you were talking about. I'm just saying I think it was this same message wrapped up in a bow. And it's not that big a deal. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, I was really annoyed that there was so much Apollo on the live stream.
There's no pleasing the Destiny community.
There is pleasing the Destiny community. When you say you're going to have a live stream about the season that's coming in a week, have a live stream about the season coming in a week, not the expansion coming in 9 months.
It's crazy to me that they offer up more information than when they said they would, and people are complaining.
I don't want to know anything about Apollo. I want to know what's happening soon. Apollo can come and whenever. It comes next June. Who gives a fuck? I don't need that information right now. They already told us what they were doing. There was big blogs on it. They did a thing about it. Yada yada yada. That was enough for me. We didn't find out anything important about Apollo. We got to see 2 pieces of artwork, and we know there's going to be a new race, and they basically confirm we're leaving the solar system. There. They never said that, by the way. For anybody who fact checks that, she said they're from very far away, whatever the fuck that means.
There's already leaks, by the way.
Siberia, I think.
Okay, but not everybody reads leaks.
There's already a paste bin.
I'm not interested. I also don't know how paste bin works. Every time I go there, there's just nothing in it. Like, I'm so confused. I've never understood it. Is it just a shared document and I keep going into empty ones?
I guess.
Okay. Mine are for weird pornography, so I don't know.
Yeah, not surprised. All right, garden. Play garden.
Send links.
We really got to finish. Yeah, so
red borders.
Let's talk. Garden. The weapons being reprised. Red borders. This pissed me off so much. I pinged Gek, which for anybody who doesn't know, is a roller for garden lovers, with the fact that they're reprising garden, and then a bunch of them were like, mid, garbage, mid. Grim came in like 6 hours later. Goes, yo, so excited, let's go. And then they were all like, oh, yeah, let's go. Woo! Bunch of fucking posers.
I plan to play garden precisely enough times to get all my red borders, and then never
yeah, I saw your message to Hoppy. I laughed. But I was so fucking mad. Do people hate me that much? That if I suggest something is
trying to get people excited.
If I suggest something is good, everybody is just like, no, fuck you. And then if somebody else suggests it's good, they're like, yeah, let's go.
My snarky comments had nothing to do with you.
I was so fucking. I was so
I know
mad.
there were a lot of Gek enjoyer, a lot of Geks in there, and so I was shitting on Garden just to troll them because I know they love it for whatever.
I was so mad, and then I said in chat, I was like, no wonder I stopped playing with Souls members or something like that, which I did because they're all a bunch of mean bullies. Not really. They have other problems.
I'm looking forward to play one solid week in the Garden of Salvation.
Other problems.
And then being done with it and moving on.
I was just so annoyed. I was like, oh my god. And this was before Reaper came in. I was so annoyed with the chat because everybody was being negative, and then Reaper came in and was like, "Yo, this is awesome," and then everybody was like, "Oh yeah, you know what?
it
kind of is awesome."
Happened, actually.
I know, right? I'm not even making this shit up.
In his own clan. Damn,
yep, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, guess I'll just avoid that. Oh man.
You know, it's always open.
I can't leave Souls.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
But they fucking suck sometimes.
All right.
Now I'm sad. Okay, last things. We got new Iron Banner armor. I do kind of want to show it off quickly, and then we gotta. It's so late. It's so fucking late. Your guys' clan wars probably started like an hour ago.
Yep. What I will say about the Iron Banner is the stasis.
Oh, that's not what I meant to hit.
Rocket sidearm. Has shield clip.
Yep. And there's a stasis glaive coming as well.
I don't give a fuck about a stasis.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier because we were talking about how Gamer Girl's probably losing her mind. Mm-hmm. I remember her wanting a stasis glaive like 6 years ago.
You know why they want that, right?
Okay.
Greener.
What?
There's an actual person who wrote a TWID. Their animal is linked at the bottom. What the fuck? TWID is saved.
The TWID is saved. Destiny's good again? When did it? No, I'm just kidding. We won't go that far.
Armor looks good.
I like this armor. I do not like the hunter, which is unfortunate.
I don't like hunter arms because why do hunters got to have weird shit hanging off their shoulders?
Yeah, somebody else said that on Twitter. Like, why do people have such an issue with things not being uniform?
I don't care about the asymmetric, the being asymmetrical.
Oh man,
that's
Twitter
the
does.
Hunter thing, but that weird thing coming off that dude's left shoulder. What the fuck is that?
I don't like all of this. I
That's
don't
a
think
fucking
it's
bullet trap. If that guy got shot in the arm, the bullet would just bounce around and cut his arm off. Come on.
what kind of fucking
stupid.
bullets are you using? Ain't no bullet
dumb.
would bounce around there and penetrate once or more, twice, let alone 40 times that it would need to rip the guy's arm off.
That armor is fucking stupid. Just that piece. The rest of it, cool.
Anyway. All right.
You notice
I actually
the clasp is the marathon symbol on the Hunter cloak?
I can't even see it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that clasp on the front of the Hunter cloak.
Oh, this?
That's the marathon symbol.
I didn't know I didn't even know what the marathon symbol looks like. Anyway, I love the Titan here. The helmet reminds me of Scorn, which is neat. I thought that was really cool. I love this. This helmet reminds me of Elder Scrolls, not gonna lie, which I thought was really neat.
I initially thought those look like alien penises coming off of that dude's head, but then I was like, you know what? I kind of like it.
I like it. I think it's neat. And I just don't like anything about this Hunter. I think the pants look gross. I think that's boring. Obviously, the chest piece, that stuff.
The cloak is good,
great,
but it looks like stuff
good.
we have. The
and
helmet's cool.
and
Chest piece is cool.
I don't think the helmet's cool. I don't like it.
The arms are
The only thing I would like is the chest piece. I think the cloak is neat, but yeah, you're probably right. We have like 1,000 things that look like that, but I guess we don't have the marathon armor. Anyway, point is, I like the Titan and Warlock and not the Hunter. So, and then last thing, you wanted to say something about this armor? The weapons. Bygones, baby, it's back. And then what were you talking about?
The stasis assisted
deadlock
frame.
No, not
the
deadlock.
rocket assisted. The fucking rocket sidearm, the stasis one.
Where the fuck is it? Where is it?
I'm looking for it too. Wait, it's not in this list.
It's not listed.
It's in the Iron Banner armor.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's an Iron Banner. Iron Banner weapon.
Yeah, it's my bad. I thought that was
Oh, right
so
here.
We were at the Iron Banner.
Tinasha's Mastery.
You got it.
Okay, stasis, rocket, frame.
The only problem, Greener. The only problem Vivo has is he's gonna have to play PvP to get it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Eat my ass. All right.
I didn't realize that's what.
Did you see? Did you see? Just now. Did you see the interaction on Twitter about loose change?
Yeah, that it was highlighted. Like it was.
Somebody said that, and DMG was just like, he replied to it. I forget what he said, but it was kind of just like, "Ma."
Bro, loose change is a good absolute dog water.
Well, I think what he said is, what about the people that like loose change, or something like? There's some people that like loose change.
Find me one of those.
Okay. Anyway, I thought it was a funny interaction. Yeah. So stasis rocket, the rocket frame sidearms, people are loving them. So yeah, keep them coming. Don't nerf them too much, or people will hate them. So
just missing a void one.
I'm stoked to get Bygones back. I got to play Gambit for it. But also here it is. Yeah, the Nightfall. So it being a Nightfall, the rake angle, stasis aggressive glaive. It means there's gonna be an adept version of it. So let's go, baby. I know nobody uses glaives, but there's like 8 people.
Glaives are getting ready to have a complete rework
with an adept glaive.
How do you rework something that just came out?
Just show us the cat. So you can get out of here.
Oh shit! I already. Okay, hold on. Yeah, share. I have to share again. All right. Cat is
exclamation point. Yeah.
Hold on. Show this tab instead. There it is.
An actual somebody's animal, not some
Shutterstock image from Garbage Land. What a stupid looking keyboard though. What a weirdo. Nice cat though. And orange cats are typically crazy as fuck. So
that one's fat as fuck. Just fine. Some people
if my cat tried to sit like that while I was gaming, you'd be flying
alinity
across
that cat
the room right now.
Yeah. You'd get canceled.
Did you say you would alinity that cat?
You're gonna alinity that cat.
You can't get canceled if you're not famous.
That's not true.
It is true. Nobody unfamous has ever been canceled because you're not popular enough to be canceled. So how do you get canceled if nobody watches your shit anyway?
I want to cancel you, Greener.
You go ahead and cancel me. I'll give you a good reason to. You fuck.
Check this out.
Just kidding. I wish I had a beep thing on my stream deck. That would have been a good time.
Stupid.
Your beep's not working. Nice try. Sorry.
That's because I hit my mute button.
Are
If I actually want to call you a stupid,
there it is.
Then it works fine.
There you go. All right, let's go. This has been the longest podcast in the history of mankind, and I got to get out of here. So I'm going to do an outro. Quickly, I guess, do the Festival of the Shrouded stuff. Short story, cosmetic contest.
What's it called? Transmog. Have chat.
Transmog. Thank you.
Have chat GTP write you a story about it.
No, write your own story
and then do a costume, an IRL costume.
Yeah, do an IRL costume. We're giving away a lot of cool stuff.
It doesn't let your ass hang out, please.
I'm fine with that if you do. No, only if you're above 21 years old, though. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It was a joke, chat. Please, for the love of God. And let's have more than 2 people submit it this year, please. That would be awesome. Also, we're doing a day 1 dungeon contest competition with the winners receiving some really sweet Vesper Host gaming mouse pads, along with Discord roles, loyalty points, and that's it. Oh, second place teams get merch store discounts, loyalty points, Discord roles, and the third place team gets Discord roles and loyalty points. FYI, check it out. I did an announcement about it. There's also a bounty in the SGC bounties about it. There's rules and regulations. It's got to be your first clear. It's got to be contest mode, and it's got to be all 3 Guardians. So I don't want someone like Reaper going and clearing it with people outside of the SGC and then helping teams clear it again. It's got to be your first clear. Everyone in your fire team. All right? So that's the rule. Just so everyone knows. Everyone that wants to win this stuff, that's the rule. All right, first clear. If he gets in your chat and tells you how to do it, that's fine, as long as he's not in the fire team itself. What else we got?
It was not for me. I had my own
for you
Twitch Rivals team.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
You gonna beat me? Probably. Why didn't you invite me?
I didn't. Every time I invite you to do something, you say no. So.
I literally pinged in the staff server, said anybody at all wants to join me.
I already had my team before that.
Okay, fire them. I'm just kidding. It's fine. I'll find my own team.
It's a 7s team.
I'm in every clan in the SGC. All right, we gotta stop talking. We gotta go. I just wanted to let you guys know about that, specifically the dungeon thing, because we probably won't do a podcast next week because it will take place during contest mode, unless it's super easy and we all finish by like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Unless it's a run.
All right, I'm gonna be probably. My personal drama is resolving itself on Thursday or Friday next week. So.
Oh, that's cool.
That's when somebody's going into the home. I'll probably be busy moving them.
Gotcha. Okay. On that note,
good luck. Hope everything turns out great.
Yeah.
Let me just bring this shit down right at the end.
Yeah.
Outro.
No, let's get out of here before I cry. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, that was episode 81 of This Week at Shrouded. It was really long. That's what she said. I couldn't help myself. But it was a good show. We talked about a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff. That was a huge twit. It was awesome. Thank you guys for watching, listening, whatever the hell you're doing. Check our Discord out, shroudedgaming.com/Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can get it on podcast service around the world. Doesn't matter what it is. Pocket Cast, Spotify, pick any one of them up. Help out our downloads. Like, subscribe, rate, all the fun stuff. Get the word out. Let people know how awesome we are. And make sure to buy some tickets for our next week's silver giveaway if we do the podcast. If not, it'll be the week after that. Okay, goodbye. See you later. Thanks, Bebo.
Bye.
Thanks, Rex.
Bye.